Maggio John Madden with a note about being a stranger in a strange land here in Akumal, Mexico. 21 months now in Mexico, so in some ways I'm used to it. My Spanish is a lot better. And the Mexican people are so welcoming. Even here in the Riviera Maya, where they're not as enthused about gringos as they were most of the places I've been in Mexico. Yeah, this is Akumal Park, Parque Akumal. I spend a lot of time here, and I've been in Akumal now for 3 months. I'm a Chicagoan. And when I sat down here, someone was playing The Doors, Light My Fire, one of my all-time favorite songs. One of my all-time favorite songs. The Doors were the music of psychedelia for me back in Chicago when I was turning on. I saw The Doors in concert in Chicago. And although the concert that, if you look up Jim Morrison being arrested by the police in the middle of a concert, it's going to tell you somewhere in the Northeast is the one that's most on record. But it happened in Chicago. I think it happened in Chicago first. And it was that song, Light My Fire. And the girls just adored Jim Morrison. And while he was singing Light My Fire, which always ended the show, the girls tried to rush the stage, and the Andy Frayne civilian ushers surrounded the stage, and Jim Morrison humped the microphone and said, "Come and get me." And Chicago police rushed out, dragged him off the stage, and locked him up. Now, when I try to tell people in Mexico, even that I saw the Doors in concert, any of the young people who adore the Doors are so popular in Mexico. When I try to say, yeah, I saw them in concert in Chicago, they don't even know what I'm talking about. It doesn't make sense to them that could possibly be true. They know right away I'm a gringo. They know I'm from the U.S. And older guys will often say, yeah, I spent 3 years in Chicago. I was 10 years in the U.S. and I worked 3 years in Chicago in a factory or doing landscaping or something. That'll happen. But mostly, and the other thing, big Chicago thing, Michael Jordan, jersey 23 is the most common American jersey you will see everywhere in Mexico. And if I try to say, yeah, Michael Jordan, I saw him play at the Chicago Stadium. No. And my son went to Michael Jordan basketball camp in River Forest on the western suburbs of Chicago, and Michael showed up every day and refereed one of my son's games. I've given up. I've given up. I've given up. I've given up trying to say even these very, very concrete pieces of who I am just do not fly. I don't even attempt. I've given up even saying I'm from Chicago because mostly I get eye rolls. Yeah.